Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. As you can see by the title below, this is on episode 4 of Shokugeki no Soma season 2. And this episode, in my opinion, was like, once again, perfectly adapted. There was one part that they took out, which I was kind of disappointed in. But overall, the pacing felt good. The adaptation from the manga felt good. Like, they put everything in, like, besides, well, one thing to which I'm going to say right now, what I was kind of disappointed in them not putting in was showing, you know, Subaru in the act. Like, there's this one moment where he's like on a light pole watching in on Takumi doing his stuff, and that would have been, you know, adding to the comedic value. But they definitely did want this episode to be a lot more serious in terms of everything, so I guess they wanted to take out the comedic part of it, though they had a little bit of it with obviously the foodgasms with that one old guy pretty much doing the rap thing. Like, that part was, I was cracking up on that rap. Like, he's so cool and blah 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 and blah blah blah, and they're like acting like girls because of his food. I was literally cracking up at that part. Like, what the hell, man? But overall, that was pretty much the comedic value. This whole episode was literally, of course, obviously Subaru showing his skills. I guess you can say pretty much destroying Takumi's pride. The way his style, you have to admit, it's disgusting. The way he takes away people's pride, and the way he doesn't really know, you know, he has no pride as a chef, but you have to admit his skill. You know, anyone could act like, oh, I know exactly the recipe, I know exactly the way that person did it, but he's able to literally copy each and every step and then throw in twists at the very end in between each process to make his just a little bit better. And that's how, of course, he ends up winning 99 Shokugekis before, and of course how he ends up winning this one. Poor Takumi. Literally, what Subaru said was correct. Like, the people with pride on the line are the ones who get frozen the most in this. Like, he was paralyzed, not knowing what to do. He just had to, you know, follow each step in the end, not knowing, like, how should he switch things up. What is he gonna do? I felt like so sorry for Takumi. Like, even though I saw this in the manga already, this episode still, I was like, oh man, poor Takumi. And in the manga, I felt even worse. I was like, holy shit. Like, I was literally rooting for Takumi the whole time. I wanted to take this guy out. When he came up with that olive oil idea, I was like, yeah, that's my boy Takumi. I knew he would come up with something, to which, of course, it's like a game of chess where Subaru already knows every single move he's gonna take. He literally knew that he was gonna use that olive oil, and he literally pretty much played into Subaru's, you know, hands, and literally just, he got mind fucked throughout this whole episode. That's what happened. Subaru literally mind fucked Takumi, and Takumi didn't even know what was going on. He thought he switched it up, but he was literally like in the palm of his hand, just on a rail track, going around and around and around. He thought he diverged away from that tracks that before. Nope. That was a good metaphor. I do like that though. But overall, it was just so sad, like, to see that end up happening to him. It was a really interesting battle, to be honest. I really enjoyed the aspect of it. Like, if you guys have been wondering, like, why is it just like battle kind of thing? How come they're not really putting as much effort into the process, you know, of the cooking process in between? To which we all, like, I love, and I know a lot of people also love seeing the process in between. And it's kind of disappointing to see how the first battle especially was just like straight to the judging kind of stuff. That's just how a tournament is, for one thing, and that actually is how it is in the manga. So the anime is adapting it pretty well still yet. This one, though, obviously had a lot more for the cooking process, which I did enjoy. It's always just cool to see the whole process in between. It's like, I love the battle part and judging kind of thing, but seeing the process of them cooking is what makes this show pretty damn crazy, besides the foodgasms, obviously. But this one, just like in the manga, had a lot more put into the process part, probably because obviously, you know, Subaru's kind of skill, he wanted to show each skill, him kind of like delving in more on it. Like, his obviously goes everything by what the other guy is doing, so they want to show each and little step that the other guy does and he does, while adding in his little twist in as well. So that was pretty crazy to see that kind of process. It did make me feel happy at the very end, like the whole part with him and Soma, and then obviously him and Soma are going to be battling, and Soma pretty much putting his career on the line once again in another Shokugeki. You know, the first time being with Ikumi, doing the whole thing where he'll quit, you know, leave the school. This time he ones up it, you know, for those 100 tools to get back to those people. He's putting his career as a chef on the line. So a lot of you guys may like think like, oh, what? That's dumb. We kind of already know he's gonna win, you know, because obviously Soma's the main character plot. But I'm telling you, the next episode is gonna be pretty damn crazy, and who knows? Maybe he will lose. Maybe something else is gonna happen. You don't even know. But overall, I cannot wait to see it. Like that part when he's at the end with his facial expression and everything, the soundtrack going off in the background, just the way it was, put was just awesome. Like, I'll quit being a chef, and I was just like, oh, that's my boy Soma. He's gonna kick Subaru's ass, man. I hate Subaru so much. Like, at first in the last episode, it kind of makes you like him a little. Like, he's just like a goofy kind of dude, and at the end it's like, oh my gosh, I want to beat him up. This episode makes it even worse, just the way he acts, his pride as a chef. I love the way Soma puts it in this episode. And like, you have no pride as a chef. You're okay with having these superficial victories of like literally just taking away people's pride. Like, what the hell is up with that? That's not a chef. That's nothing. He just wants to win every battle. He'll do whatever it takes. And in some terms, you can kind of respect that a little, but as a chef, definitely no. And I can't wait to see him versus Subaru. I'm telling you guys, this next episode with him versus Subaru is going to be pretty damn crazy, and I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy it, because I honestly cannot wait to see that episode. But overall, it's really all I gotta say, guys. Like I said before, this episode, in my opinion, was perfectly adapted, except for, of course, leaving out a few things, like I said. And love the cooking process in this one. Love seeing, as much as, it sounds like a dick saying it, like, I love seeing the way Takumi was just stuck. He did not know what to do. It really was an emotional episode for him, and it was good because you don't really see as much with the other characters like Takumi. He's kind of like a main yet side character, so it's nice to see him in the limelight for this one, showing this kind of thing. And finally, as you can see, this one definitely showed a lot more with, like, you could see Megumi and Takumi as like kind of main side characters, like main characters, but this time you expect them to win normally, but they're not. So I love the way it twists in this as well. Not just twist in the cooking method that Subaru does, but twist in who's gonna win or lose. So who knows? Someone may lose. We just have to wait and see for the next one. But yeah, guys, that's all I gotta say. So if you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I'm missing you want to talk about, comment below as well. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, and if you haven't already, feel free to leave a subscribe. Subscribe before you leave as well. It really does help the channel. And yeah, can't wait to see the next battle between those two. It's gonna be a crazy one, I'm telling you. So till next time, guys. See ya.